Caltrate knows 80% of us don't get the calcium we need, and when we don't, our bodies steal it from our bones. Caltrate helps put it back with 1,200 milligrams of calcium and 800 IU of vitamin D. Women need Caltrate. Caltrate helps women keep moving because women move the world.
Did you know Prilosec OTC can stop frequent heartburn before it begins? Heartburn happens when stomach acid refluxes into the esophagus. Prilosec OTC uses a unique delayed release system that protects the medicine as it passes through the stomach's tough acid. Then it gets absorbed into the body, turning off many acid-producing pumps at the source. With just one pill a day, you get 24-hour heartburn protection, all day and all night. Prilosec OTC. Heartburn gone, power on.
Springtime belongs to the doers, those of us who know grass doesn't turn green just because the calendar says to, and that a big difference can grow from a small budget. For those of us with grass on our sneakers, dirt on our jeans, and a lawn that's as healthy as our savings, the days are about to get a whole lot greener. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. We're lowering the cost of reclaiming your yard with Spectracide Weed Stop. Buy one, get one free.
Hurry in and load up on great savings during the PetSmart Anniversary Sale. This weekend only, save up to 50% on select items, like 50% off select tropical fish, only at PetSmart.
From the Edge with Peter Lick is coming to your iPad. From the Edge app or iPad. Get it today. Now, your local on the 8s.
Welcome back. Tracking the risk for more storms, severe weather here. Could be an outbreak for us as we head on through our afternoon and into the evening. Could be the most biggest severe weather outbreak that we've seen so far this season. And we could see some supercell thunderstorms, and that could make the situation even more dangerous. Our very own severe weather expert, Dr. Greg Forbes, explains why in the Forbes Factor.
We could see quite a few tornadoes this weekend, some of them from supercell thunderstorms. Those are thunderstorms that have a long-lived, wide, strong, rotating updraft. The whole thunderstorm itself tilts a little bit with height because of the wind shear. Thunderstorms are called cumulonimbus clouds, and these supercell thunderstorms have special features. One is a low-lying cloud here that hangs below cloud base called a wall cloud. That's the base of where the updraft enters the thunderstorm, and then it tilts its way up to this overshooting top area. There's sometimes a flanking line of clouds that come out along the gust front of the thunderstorm, and some other features as well. Precipitation falls away from that updraft, away from that wall cloud, so it doesn't interfere. That lets the whole thunderstorm go on uninterrupted, sometimes for many, many hours. It has a characteristic shape at the surface in the precipitation pattern. One of those, it wraps itself around into a hook-shaped echo here with the inflow coming in right about in here in this notch. Then it also has other features. The tornado tends to form just inside that hook, just to the north of where a rear flank downdraft pushes its way in. Out ahead and on its leading edge is a gust front, or a flanking line of storms. Just to the north of the tornado, near the tilted updraft, big hail. And then you get farther north and east within the thunderstorm, and it becomes smaller hail and a lot of rain. So that's the anatomy of a supercell thunderstorm.
All right, thank you so much, Dr. Forbes, and he will be with us all through the afternoon and the evening, tracking more of the storms. You want to make sure you keep it locked right here on the Weather Channel for the very latest severe weather conditions. We are going to be extending our coverage throughout the day to cover the severe weather threat, and you can get it all online at weather.com 24/7. If you won't be near your TV or computer, just sign up for our breaking text alerts. Just text TWC breaking to 44636, and we'll send you updates as severe weather approaches. And that threat for severe weather may have an impact on our travels for the day. Sunday, you can see where we're going to be watching the skies through the upper Midwest, and even a little bit farther south from there, where we'll see some isolated storms fire up right along our cold frontal boundary. The bigger risk for the stronger storms right here through the upper Midwest, and of course with storms going on, that could be strong to severe. Flights, travels on the roads could be very, very difficult to do. Meanwhile, we head to the southwest. Very sunny here for you, Southern Cal, all the way down into the Phoenix area. Of course, it's been a rather coolish time. We'll keep it coolish for our Sunday, but start to warm up a little bit as we get into the early week. Showers here in the northwest and looking very nice in the south and the east. So your airport travels may be impacted. There we go, right around the Twin Cities. Heavy delays possible with some of the storms. St. Louis, Chicago, back to Dallas. It's in the moderate range, again, with the risk for some storms, while Seattle with some light rain. Clouds hanging low. Shouldn't be a major issue for us. Minor delays expected there for the folks. Now, as you head on 94 here on the roadways, again, you'll be running into some of these storms. Fargo topping out in the mid-40s. Severe threat not so high there. It's as you head south and eastbound. Eventually, late tonight, Chicago, you'll get in on that risk. And then as we head a little bit farther south, right along Interstate 35, heat is what we'll have to deal with across Texas. Mid-90s around San Antonio. Even Dow's going to be warmer than where you should be for this time of the year, with that isolated risk for a storm coming on in and then working northward towards Kansas City. 80 for the day, but it will be a bit breezy. Let's get you to the map, show you what we are finding right now. And again, we have our system pulling out of the Rockies into the plains throughout the upper Midwest. With it, clouds blowing up out there, and that's where we have most of our storms at this time. And we'll see more fire up as we head on through the latter part of our afternoon and into the evening. Radar showing you where all the active weather is right now. Certainly going to have an impact if you're trying to do any flying out there or traveling on the roads. Going to be tough with the downpours, raining cats and dogs. We've got the lightning strikes out there for us as well. Moving through Wisconsin, back on over into lower portions of Michigan out there for you. Break for the action there for you around Minneapolis, so things are pretty quiet there. But as you head eastbound, not so quiet. Big area of cluster of storms here in place just around the Traverse City area north of Big Rapids, and we still have some severe thunderstorm warnings in place. History of producing wind gusts over 60 miles per hour. Heads up along 70.
With the rising price of fuel, guess which way shipping costs are going? The U.S. Postal Service has no fuel surcharges. Combine that with low online pricing, and your shipping costs could head in a whole new direction. It's time to rethink your shipping.
Let's get started, Kenny.
At 7, I'm going to throw your newspaper into the bushes.
Terrific. Janine.
On your way to the presentation, you're going to blow a tire and have to walk across town to get there.
Will it be raining?
Hard.
Awesome. Good thing I had my orange juice.
Take on the day with 100% pure Florida orange juice.
Kingdoms and queens, they all bow down to you. Ranches and ranch hands bowing too, and I'm taking on my.
We could have gone a more traditional route, but it wouldn't have been nearly as memorable.
Here comes the sun again.
In America, there's an energy you can feel. Energy created by American workers and American jobs. Jobs that will get our economy back on its feet and make us more competitive. Jobs powered by affordable energy, generated by our most abundant domestically produced fuel, coal. the source of nearly half our electricity. It is America's power.
Bill, a pipe's burst. Water's everywhere.
Did you turn the water off?
Sure, but who do we call?
When fire or water damage strikes, call the cleanup team insurance agents recommend at 1-800-SERVPRO. The experience to make it like it never even happened.
As a team owner in the NASCAR Nationwide Series, I know pleasing fans is a top priority. Because without the fans, there'd be no NASCAR. Just like if it weren't for customers, there'd be no Nationwide. That's why they serve their customers' needs, not shareholder profits. Because as a mutual, Nationwide doesn't report to Wall Street. They report to their customers. And that's just one more reason why the Earnhardt family has trusted Nationwide for more than 30 years. Nationwide is on your side.
Retirement your way. That's a pretty big promise. But if you're a homeowner 62 or older, One Reverse Mortgage can give you the retirement you deserve. I'm Henry Winkler, and I want to tell you about a One Reverse Mortgage. It's a government-insured loan that turns your home's equity into tax-free cash. You still own your home, but you never have to make another mortgage payment as long as you live there. You can use it to cover health care expenses, make home improvements, or just use the money for true financial security.
I would know what to do if I hadn't been able to get this mortgage taken off my back. They were my saviors.
Life without mortgage payments, that alone is worth a phone call to One Reverse Mortgage. Call One Reverse Mortgage and get the informative free DVD and booklet, Retirement Your Way. It's free. There is no obligation. So call now. Isn't it time you started to enjoy retirement your way? Because if not now, when?
From the Edge, Thursday night at 8 on the Weather Channel.
Comes up here, big ice.
Now, your local on the 8s.
Welcome back. We're dealing with some issues in and around the Colorado area where hundreds of families have been forced to evacuate and leave their homes because of wildfires. And our very own Todd Santos has the very latest on the wildfire situation.
High winds and dry conditions fanned several wildfires in Jefferson County, Colorado, near Denver on Friday. One of those fires near Evergreen prompted the evacuation of more than 270 homes. Residents had little time to get out.
You're trying to evacuate all the houses? We've already been called to, but I'm not going to leave yet.
I saw a fire that, was probably a third of an acre.
The tree about 20, 30 feet away just burst into flame. It came up the hill that fast.
And since then, it's crusted the top of the hill and started coming this way.
We need to make sure that people are getting further away. I think it's just coming, obviously, our way.
It was so dense, I couldn't see, and then the flames, I could see the flames, the trees catching on fire over there.
It's like just getting a huge sunburn or a blast to your head in a furnace or something. It was so quick.
We've got our stuff packed up, our kids are packed up, so we're getting ready to leave.
Grabbed the dogs as fast as I could, and I still want to go back up there and get the rest of the animals. They won't let me. 4 cats and 1 more dog I couldn't chase down.
Know of anybody that's up there?
Pretty horrified, actually.
Yeah. Fear of the unknown is always the worst.
Firefighters were able to contain the fire and residents were allowed to return home Friday night. For the Weather Channel, I'm Todd Santos.
And unfortunately, we are going to be dealing with the potential for more of the wind issues here across a good chunk of the southwest into the southern plains as we head on through our day. We still have fire danger as well out there for us as well, stretching from the southern plains down on into Texas and even into portions of New Mexico. Very dry conditions. We got windy conditions out there for us as well, all lending to that risk for some of that.